Recording on this computer. What up, guys? It is Kerri Schmidt here, CEO of the Fit Crew, and we are coming to you from after Summit. Right now, everybody's writing in the chat. If you guys are able to see that, we're writing something we're grateful for and why. And this is a great exercise that we learned at Summit that you can do every single day that will improve your level of happiness and help you to get to connect with the people around you, help to build up the people around you through building yourself up. So we are going to go around and we're going to talk about something that we learned from Summit. So all the people who are there, there's a lot of people who couldn't get on the call tonight. And I understand that, but we're going to actually have this recorded and put it out so that people can watch it later. So if you were at Summit and you're on this call, make sure that you're ready with one thing, biggest takeaway. But first I have a couple of announcements and things I need to go through so we're all on the same page this month. For Success Club, there's been a change in the way that the company is rewarding people for Success Club. So if you haven't seen that, starting this month, we have our Success Club prize, which is the author of Girl Wash Your Face. She's doing a training with anyone who hits Success Club this month. Starting in July, they're changing it up. So instead of giving us weird ass Joel bobblehead, like little dinky prizes, they are doing fewer prizes, but they're better. So like next month, like for the next 6 months, if you hit Success Club one time, you're going to get a sweet coach hat. If you hit Success Club 3 times, you're going to get a sweet coach tank. And if you hit it 6 times, so every month for the end of the year, you are going to be getting a sweet like duffel bag, like a Beachbody Coach duffel bag, which I'm pretty psyched about. So I want you guys to just kind of keep that in mind. We have like little prizes that we do on our team for Success Club as well, but that's like extra incentive to be able to help 3 people each month and grow your business. I was listening to Get Over Your Damn Self, which is a book. It's a really, really great book if you are wanting to learn more about network marketing and kind of tough love from some of the top people in network marketing. And one of the things she talks about is this is a business of attrition. It is a business of attrition. Like there's people who are naturally going to stop drinking Shakeology, stop working the business, stop doing the workouts with you, your challengers. Like it's unrealistic to think that the people that sign up last month and the month before are going to be with you for the rest of your life. Now, if you're Lisbeth Koenig or John Houston, that might actually be true because the retention rate is ridiculous. But for anyone else who's even slightly normal, you're going to have people drop out. And even those 2 have experienced that too. People fall out. People drop out of coaching. And if you're not increasing by 3 people per month on average, that's what research shows is like average growth, you're actually going to feel like you're going backwards and it's going to suck. So don't put yourself in that position. Make sure that you're getting growth each month. If you don't hit Success Club, but you're bringing in 3 customers who are doing the workouts or maybe doing part of a Beachbody program or whatever, that's definitely a start. That's the right direction. So I think it's cool that they're giving us better prizes, I think was the moral of that story. Summit was awesome, and Summit is coming again. It is going to be in July, and the tickets are on sale right now, so you can get your ticket for $130, and it's definitely worth it because the price will be moving on up. So make sure you get your ticket to Summit. Now, if you're a brand new coach and you're trying to earn your ticket to Summit, I would wait. Okay, but if you're not a new coach, consider this to be like the same thing as a business event at your work. If they were like, so Kelly Lynn, you have really been doing an amazing job this month, and we would like to send you to a training. It's not until next year, but would you like to go to that training? Can you commit to that? Kelly Lynn's not going to be like, well, I'm not really sure if like I'm going to have the time or the money to like, what if I have to buy my own food when no, like you're like, yes, I'm going and I'll make it work. So you got to have that attitude of like, this is network marketing. You're your own boss. So you got to have that little like person on your shoulder, like, no, you're going. Guess what? You're going, and it's going to be awesome, and you're going to learn so much, and you're going to make it work. So put that shit on a credit card and roll. But in the nearer future, like as in next month, July 7th, is Super Saturday. I'm going to Kansas City. There's a bunch of people in the crew going to Grand Rapids. There's people who are going to be in all different, not Grand Rapids, definitely not Grand Rapids.
Supposedly, I have not looked this up, but Lisbeth said that there are none in Michigan. I have not looked it up yet, but I mean, I don't think that she's lying. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do. So I don't know. I'll
research. Okay, yeah. Weird.
Probably have to see Judy is and message her directly and see what's going on. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Let me know what you find out on that. Strange. But at least in Kansas City, we're definitely having one because I'm emceeing the event. And Tanya, I'm not sure. I need to figure out how to pronounce her name. The Machine from Insanity and T25 is going to be there leading us in a workout. And I'm fangirling pretty hard about that. Should be great. So that's the things. At least that is some of the things. You also need to know that we changed our 80-day obsession group into our new team launch group. Now, this is important because that way we don't have to keep changing groups. Okay, if there is a launch coming out for the company, we are keeping it in that group. Right now, there is a Lift 4 banner. Thank you to Bailey, who has been putting tons of Lift 4 information in there. Help us out. If you're doing Lift 4, make it your job to research Lift 4 and participate in that group by throwing things in. Because if you have somebody who's interested in it, now you have a place to say, hey, we've got this info group. Why don't you jump in? I'll put you in that group. You can see what the program's going to be all about. You can see that there's a lot of other coaches and people who are excited and doing it too. And we're going to build up some momentum as a team by using this group. Now, in October, Shift Shop is going to be relaunching, right? It's going to be coming out in October. So leading up to that, we're going to use that same group, change the banner to Shift Shop. And this is like, for whatever program comes out. The only exception to this rule is To Be Mindset, because it's not a workout program and we have an ongoing place to put people who are doing To Be Mindset. Okay? So those were the main things. I also just wanted to remind you that if you are in our challenge, if you're not leading your own challenge, you're in our challenge and you're not in my challenge tracker, but you've put people in there, that's like, not very cool, right? You need to be in there commenting on the pin post every day that Lisbeth has worked really hard to set those up for us. So like, that's your part. She's doing that part. You do your part. You log your stuff every day. You cheer people on. You comment on the pin post so that people can see that that's what we do. If you drop people in the group and then you roll out, they are going to do exactly what you do. So they're not going to participate either. I did not like the app. I'm going to be honest. I did not like the app when I started. However, and I only half like it right now. Why? Because I feel like in some ways, like I'm posting something in the Fit Crew Challenge and then I'm having to log my stuff. But here's what we need to be realistic about. We are recruiting from Instagram. More and more people are getting off of Facebook. And so if they are not on Facebook and they are only on Instagram, and that is our main market right now, it is not smart to put all of our time and energy into a Facebook group, because all of our clients eventually aren't going to have it, right? So we need to learn how to love and build up this alternative accountability system, okay? And right now, the party's on Facebook. All the cars are parked there. If I were going to a party, I'd go to the Facebook party. So we need more of you driving to this other party on my challenge tracker, because where you guys are at is where the party's at. You know what I'm saying? So that's where people want to be. Okay. So without further ado, Summit was awesome. I always get all the feels. I always get all the feels every summit, especially on the last night. But honestly, I'm going to go ahead and go first since I'm not muted and you guys are. I would say that my biggest takeaway was that I've been holding back. Like watching everybody kind of share their stories on the stage and kind of talk about some of their limiting beliefs. I was that girl who's like, I don't really have limiting beliefs. I know I can do it. I'm just not. But why would you not, right? So I do. I have had some limiting beliefs. And for me, I think some of that has been probably a little bit of like fear of losing people that I care about. Like if I like trying to take everything off of everyone else's plates so that you guys don't get overwhelmed. And so I try to do all the work myself and then I do a crappy job of it rather than truly being the team that we are. And I think one of the most moving things for me as a leader being there was like every person I talked to was like, oh yeah, I was actually just talking to John about that. Yeah, John taught me that. And they like go off about this thing that John taught them. Or like, oh yeah, Kelly and I actually talked about that this weekend. They was showing me how to like do the Instagram thing. And she actually said I should do it. And I'm like, yes, like we have so many leaders on our team. And maybe you may not be the best at something, but that's how all of us feel. Like all of us aren't good or the best at something, but together as a group, we're pretty damn awesome. And so I have learned that I need to be, I need to let go of that control of trying to be the one in charge and allow my leaders, you guys, to be leaders, the leaders that you are. And when Lisbeth, or I don't know who it was who said this to me, maybe it was Kay, somebody said it to me, but it's like that example that was given to us by Sean Acor. He talked about how somebody, like they actually did a research study, somebody's looking at a mountain will see it like 20% larger than if a person is standing next to them. Then when they look at the mountain, it appears 20% smaller. Like, what? That's so crazy, but it's so true. And I feel like when I was looking at the possibility of where our team could go, I was looking at it as just me, where I could go by myself. And I got really overwhelmed at the thought of trying to create anything greater than what we had. But once I realized that how many leaders I have standing next to me, that mountain has been getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And it just feels a lot more doable because of you guys. So thank you. And before I start getting all mushy and crap, I'm going to go ahead and pass the torch to John Houston on mute. There you go, man. Sorry, Lisbeth.
Hola, peeps. How are we? So first of all, I'm trying to be polite and nice today. So imagine I said a really bad curse word. I'm not cursing tonight, because that's not what tonight's about. My biggest takeaway, honestly, I realize, and I know this is going to be kind of weird. It doesn't have to do with anything specific at Summit, but my biggest takeaway is that I don't have a team of coaches. I don't. I love you guys, but this is not a team of coaches. It's a team of friends. And in getting to know a lot of you guys a lot more better. I feel more at home. I don't know what it is. I get all mushy inside. Like I said, pretend I'm saying curse words.
We got you.
It was just really great getting to know everyone and seeing their drive and their passion for this business and the relationships that are within it. And I got like one-on-one time with everybody. And it was cool to just really get to know you instead of like a face that's nodding when Kerri's speaking or, text in a chat. It's real people. and really connecting with you guys. And, you know, I'm sure you were probably like, God, this guy really is a genuine jackass. And that's great. That's great. So you know what I am. And no, it's just I'm being gushy and I'm carrying on and I'm using up everybody's time. But I just wanted to say that you guys are awesome, and I consider all of you great friends, and I love you, and I will turn it over.
You rock, John.
Fuck.
Lisbeth. Wait. There you go. Go.
I said, I gotta go so no one takes mine first.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the best part was Sean Aker, for sure. But that's like what I love is the positivity stuff and how we can spread it. So what really like resonated with me, because I feel it as a truth inside me, is that cultural myth that we cannot change other people. And it's hard to like believe that, because I myself have changed so much. So like, and it was from influence of other people. So like, clearly that's not true. But I loved the study about the hospital that uses the 5-10 rule. So as soon as you're 10 feet from someone, you have to make sure you have made eye contact and smiled. And by the time you're 5 feet from them, you should have said hi. And when they asked volunteers to start doing that at the hospital, even though there were people who refused, it spread. And the customers who were coming to the hospital started doing it too. And then a couple months down the road, the hospital's wellness scores skyrocketed. So just from smiling and saying hi and interacting. And it reminded me of personal development that I'd listened to before that talked about how interacting with other people makes us happier. So those moments when we're on transportation or we're walking down the street and we're like in our phones, like we are losing the opportunity to make ourselves happier. And the best one was, he said that when you smile at someone, so when someone smiles at you, even if you are frowning, your mirror receptors tell your brain that you are smiling and release dopamine. So when you go around smiling at other people, you are giving them dopamine. I mean, how dope is that?
Dope dealer.
Right? Let's all go out and be dope dealers.
Love it. Love it. Who's next? Kelly Lynn, thank you for volunteering.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know that my dog's like she's like crazy. Thank you. Okay. So the two things that I wrote down that I probably resonated with me the most would be that happiness does not equal pleasure. It equals joy. So it's like saying that like a lot of people think that happiness equals pleasure, but really like the few examples that he gave were like childbirth. Okay. Childbirth is very, very painful.
From what we know and heard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure you guys do. And it's very, very painful, but it gives you joy. It's something that makes you happy. And like working really hard towards a goal, like you lose sleep, you have high stress, but you're still joyful that you're moving forward in life. You're still happy that you're moving forward in life. So like just getting around that conception that happiness equals pleasure, because that's not necessarily true. And then the other one that I really liked, I forgot what he said it was, but there's like something like when our brain is like scanning something like a situation or whatever. He was talking really fast, so I couldn't really write everything down. Like our brain processes 11 million thoughts or like can process like 11 million something, but really our brain only processes 40 out of the 11 million of whatever he was talking about. So with that being said, if you are a pessimist like I am, when you're thinking about a situation or like something is coming at you and all you're thinking about are the negative, you are filling that 40 that your brain's instantly like grabbing onto with negative things. So of course you're going to think all completely negative about the whole situation, because even though our brain can process 11 million of whatever it was and we only process 40, if you're filling all 40 of those with negative things, you're going to be really, really, really drained. But he said for people like me who are pessimists that think negative, like if you just, even if you instantly think negative, if you can somehow change it to being something that you're grateful for or something positive about the situation, you can at least start to balance out those 40 for some being negative, some being positive, instead of just instantly going to the negative and having those 40, whatever it is, being filled with only negative thoughts.
Yeah.
So I really liked those two things.
That's like you have to do the red ones and the black ones, and you're like trying to get a tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. And you can't.
For real.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
And do you want to say something?
Yeah, Jeffrey Lynn.
What am I saying?
A takeaway from Summit?
Probably the biggest one was you, Miss Kerri Lynn. At Classic, you turned around, you tapped me on the knee, and you said, "Is that you next year?" So that's what I'm working at. I needed something to push myself to go hard, and I have always had limiting disbeliefs, I guess you could say, that just whenever I've seen something cool or been like, "Wow, that'd be awesome," I've just always discounted myself out and be like, "No, I could never do that, so I'm just not even going to try, so what's the point?" I mean, honestly, the Classic is not something that I want to do, but I do want to do because it'll give me a goal to push towards for next year. And one, it'll help get me out of my comfort zone, because walking across stage in board shorts, that's not me, but I'm going to do my best to try. So thank you for Kerri Lynn. High five.
Yes. John Houston is he's having an episode over there. What's going on, man?
Dude, I am about to have an episode. Sir, as another man near, on, by, adjacent to this team, it's your ass's job to now let me know through Messenger or wherever what workout you're doing every day.
Yeah.
There you go.
Currently, it's P90X.
All right. Cool. I don't mean every day, but, every now and then I'm going to be checking on you. Somebody needs to give me somebody needs to give me your phone number, your Facebook, your chat, your Twitter, your fart stick, whatever. I need something.
He will message you via Instagram.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it. Cool.
Thank you, Jen.
But of course, like, his wife couldn't have said that he could have done that, because then he would have just been like,
Nope.
nope.
Nope. Can't. Got to hear it from
But my
somebody
wife
else.
didn't say that. You did, Kerri Lynn.
Yeah. One of them's got to take it down. Okay. Baby Bay. Biggie
Eat
Smalls.
mustard packet.
Hey!
What's up?
Oh.
What's your number one takeaway from Summit? Biggest thing you learned?
So, the biggest thing I learned was from Melanie Mitro. So what that was is basically like, hold on, I'm trying to find a spot so I don't lose connection. Hold on a second. Okay. So my biggest takeaway was like, I guess focusing more on the process rather than like always thinking about the end goal. So I'm always like, I was always like, when I hit diamond, when I hit, 1 star, when I hit 2 star, everything will, like, I'll be better, which I think, like, you have to quit wishing and just focus on the process and put one foot in front of the other and just, like, take baby steps. I guess, you've always heard people say, like, just take baby steps. If you always focus on the end goal, I feel like you're never going to get there, because you have to focus on what you're doing now to get to the end goal. Like when you become a leader, you'll be ready because you struggle. So like if you struggle with inviting, or you struggle with engaging with your people or making posts, and you just don't, like, you throw them in a group, you don't know what to do with them. at the end, when you become that leader, you're going to be like, to become that leader, I had to struggle with inviting. I had to struggle with engaging. I had to learn how to, be a better coach. And now I'm a leader. Now what can I do to progress, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So, now you're a better leader because of that. And if that was one of your end goal, that's not your end goal, but if that was that end goal that you were always thinking of, what did you do in the process to get to that end goal? So just focus on the process, and the destination will feel so much greater.
Yeah. That was like the cutest thing I've ever heard. Motivational commercial or something. John Houston, hand up. I see you, man.
I promise this is the last time I interrupt. I just want to say, Bailey, that was a beautiful takeaway. It was really good, and I'm super proud of you as a coach. And also, you suck at table games.
Awesome.
Summit 2019, I will win at shuffleboard. I don't care.
Let's get
I'm going
it.
to practice. I'm going to make my own shuffleboard at home on the tile floor, and I'm going to practice it.
Uh-oh, John. Uh-oh. What are we going to do? Okay, Hillary.
I bet you can't beat me at Uno, John.
I'm muting you, boo. Okay, Hillary. Let's see. Oh,
Jesus, take the wheel. All right, I'm good. Sorry. Sorry I'm late. It took me a minute to hop on. We've got a kitchen remodel. As some of you who are following my Facebook may know, and seeing my live feeds. And so I enjoyed Summit because that gave me an opportunity to use that as a springboard. I mean, it hyped me up again. And then all of this stuff, all of this, stressful life stuff that's happening, I decided to lean into it and use that as a springboard to kind of take off with the coaching. And I've already got, a few leads already, families starting to get on board. So I was really happy about that. But I really enjoyed all the support from our team. And it was just nice to see us all work together cohesively as one big unit and support each other. I took so many pictures of slides, and there was so much information. To try to whittle it down to one great big takeaway, really, I think just doing what you can to do your best to stay motivated, knowing that ultimately the goal isn't to make a sale, it's to change a life, and that you have to go all in and you have to be the product of the product and do the work. So, my biggest takeaway was get back on board, stop slacking, stop making excuses, and just do the work and get organized and make myself do it every day. And I am proud to say that even though I got up and did all these crazy ass morning workouts when I was like, never in my life will I got up today at 10 to 6. Elizabeth and I had this whole powwow in our 4 hours in the car yesterday, and I put reminders in my phone. I had a schedule. I've got my power hour in today. I've done my 3 posts. I've logged my stuff. I logged my shit when I shit, and I got my workout in at 6 a.m. and I did my shake right after. So starting off the week just the way I want, getting that consistency, coming home. I still got workers banging upstairs on this damn kitchen. And it's 8:30 at night. But hey, they're getting shit done and that wall is out. So
right. And you're showing people how to do it. You're showing people how to do it when things aren't perfect.
Yeah. We were going to do, it's going to be this for dinner tonight. Nope, it's brats. And we ate in the backyard. And I was like, okay. And probably not the healthiest meal. My son was like, I don't like brats. I don't want to do this. I'm like, okay. He said, can I have a shake? I said, yes. Yes, you can.
Yes, that's okay.
So his dinner tonight is chocolate shake and probably cereal. because that's what he lives off of. So,
That's right.
yep.
Okay, so I think, Steve, did you want to do a takeaway, man? Do you want to do a takeaway from Summit? Thank you, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do one.
We're doing
Hey,
like 2 minutes per person. Top
That's
10.
okay. I have a quick one. I mean, my biggest takeaway was just learning I'm playing too small. It's I've been up on that stage before, so I got to drive to get back there again, and in a very, very big way. So, going to be big changes this year, Kerri.
Awesome.
The way you used to.
We'll be cheering you on, man. We'll be cheering you on.
That's my big goal this year.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know if anybody else is like called in that I can't see that was at Summit, but if so, now's kind of your time to make yourself visible so everyone I can see has spoken. And if not, we're going to move on to the second half of this team call, Lisbeth.
Okay. I have one more that sums up and brings us back to what you said first.
Okay.
So Sean told a story about, and there are lightning bugs all over the world, and there are 2 places in this world where there are lightning bugs that do something different than all the rest. So mostly lightning bugs light up here and there all at different times, and they have a 3% mating success rate. And in these 2 places, the lightning bugs all light up at the exact same time, and they have an 87% mating success rate. Now, we're not trying to increase our mating success rate, as far as I know. It's not one of those groups. But when we are all lighting up together, that is when we are going to reach elite.
Yeah, so what I hear you saying is if we want to get Beachbody laid, we got to do it as a team. Yeah. Yeah. Good takeaway. Good takeaway. And you're welcome for that. Guys, okay, so we are transitioning into the part of this call that does not apply to you if you are not trying to build a business. Like if you're like a discount coach and you're just getting on here to kind of know what's going on, you're welcome to stay. Nobody's kicked out, but yeah, you're excused if that was all you wanted, basically is what I'm saying. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about where we're going with the rest of this year and kind of what our vision is as a team. Because my cousin, Jamie Innes, was speaking on the stage and said some things that really hit home to me. And basically she was talking about how when she initially heard elite, like, oh, do you want to get to elite? Do you want to be an elite coach? She didn't feel anything other than like, wow, that sounds kind of conceited. Like that sounds really, like conceited or self-centered or like exclusive or something like that. Like it didn't give her any positive vibes to be like, I'm elite. It just sounds like I'm better than you to her. And I'm sitting there thinking like, yes, that is exactly how I felt about it. I've told you guys a million times that the idea, when I hear elite, I feel nothing. And so that's not my goal. It's not my goal to be elite. It's not my goal to be elite. But what she said in that training was, once she really figured out and understood what elite was, she realized that she could not be elite. Her team could be elite, but she could not be elite anyway. But her team could work together to change a ton of lives, make some shit happen, and like reach the highest level of success in the company. And I was like, well, I like the sound of that. Like I am all about the sport as a team. I love our team. I love you guys. I love Child. Yep. I love us as a group. And I think we're capable of a lot. And I haven't really pushed for much more than what we are right now because I don't know, maybe I didn't have a very measurable goal. Maybe I didn't have that fire up my rear. Maybe I didn't know what we'd be working for. But once I looked at the elite qualification, I realized that we as a team are not very close. I'm going to be real. We don't have that many points currently. currently we're somewhat low on the totem pole. However, that being said, after some calculations, it is actually very doable for us together. Not for me, not for this rainbow-haired unicorn coach, party of one. I cannot do this. This is not like a party of one type of experience. This is like everybody has to be on board. So I want to explain to you guys what it means to be elite. What up, Rudy? I see you, man. I want to explain to you guys what it means to be an elite team. And I want you to decide if you are in. Like, is this something that you guys want to do? Because we would have to work really hard, and we'd have to work really hard together. And it wouldn't be like in a couple years type of a thing. Like, we'd have to work really hard starting like yesterday. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So here's the basic idea of it, guys. In order to be elite, we have to have 5 diamond coaches on our team. Okay, and we have to have 5 diamond coaches on our team before like November. Like starting November 22nd, all 5 of the diamonds on our team would have to be collectively diamonds for the same 6 weeks. So if by November 22nd, those 5 diamonds are not all diamonds at the same time, there wouldn't be 6 weeks to hold before the end of the year. So basically you have to hold it together, all 5, by the end of the year. So that means that at least 5 people on our team have to want to be diamonds. Otherwise, that wouldn't really work, right? So that is one criteria. The second one is we have to have 2 diamonds rank advance who are new diamonds this year. Now, for most teams, this is the hardest part, but we've already done that. We already have our points in that category. That's a pretty big deal. So if we have those 2 things, then we are eligible to be elite. Now, so what's next? So that's like the eligibility initial criteria. But then after that, you have to have 105 elite points that come from these 3 things. Okay, how to earn elite points. So one way is all my 2018 customers and coaches. You guys can't really do this. This really doesn't have much to do with you. Unless I signed you up in 2018, you need to keep up with your Shakeology orders. That's one way that you could help, is staying active. But otherwise, as a coaching team, number 1, that's pretty much 100% on me. That's my recruitment, okay? Number 2, new personally sponsored coaches that enroll in 2018 that get their first point in the month they enroll or the month after. So Hope Hernandez, you earned our team 1 point by signing up your husband. Okay, so you guys get that, right? Like, a personally sponsored coach has to get success in their first or second month in the business. And we will earn an elite point. It shows that we're starting our coaches right. We're starting our coaches strong. You guys as a whole mostly cannot help me with that part. That has to be my coaches. So unless you're a brand new coach, you can't really help with that. The third part, this is where you guys come in. This is where we have to work together, is hitting Success Club. If 5, let's say John hits Success Club in a month, we get 1 point. Now, if I hit it in the same month, we get 2. I know that's like, duh, right? But if John and Kelly hit Success Club and I hit it, it doubles this, so we have 4 points. If John and Kelly and Lisbeth and Kay and Who else is on? Who else is rocking with me here? Steve, man, you don't necessarily count for this, but you get the idea. Bailey, all 5 of you guys hit Success Club in the same month, and I also hit it because your leaders got to be showing up, right? It's doubled, so that's 10 points. We currently have 28 points. I'll say it again. We currently have 28 points. We need 105 by the end of the year. Okay? So what that means is we would need at least 3, like between 3 and 4 of you hitting Success Club every month to get the points in that category. Okay, so that's one thing. We need those of you who are working to get to Diamond to work to get to Diamond, because we would need to have Diamond coaches on our team. We need 5. I can tell you right now, I can get Craig's Business Center. As a team right now, we're a Diamond team, you guys. I dropped out of rank. I can get back, but I dropped, my second Business Center was a Diamond, and one person canceled their Shakeology. You guys know how this goes. So that dropped me down to Ruby. Craig's Business Center was a Diamond, but we had a couple coaches go inactive because they stopped their Shakeology orders. So now Craig is not a Diamond anymore. Bailey had a person do that too. John has had people do that too. So currently we are a Diamond team with 28 elite points. And that may make it sound, yeah, we're number 900 and whatever in the company. Now that may sound like hopeless or something, but it's not. It just means that we're the underdogs. And would we expect anything less being the Fit Crew, Misfit Tribe? Like, come on. We're the underdogs and we know it. But that does not mean that if we want to go for it, that we can't. So I guess my question to you is, who wants to go for it? Because I can do my part. I know I can pull my part. I can get my Business Center to Diamond. I can get Craig's Business Center to Diamond. I can hit Success Club every month. I can keep enrolling new customers and new coaches on our team and train them to get 1 point. But I cannot get to Success Club for other people on this team. And I can't create diamonds out of thin air, right? So we all have to want to do it together, and it's going to take a lot of teamwork because there's going to be days that it doesn't seem very fun, and we're going to have to help each other. Like, we're going to have some dates and do some like push to Emerald trainings to get our people to Emerald and learn how to recruit better as a team. So either way, if we fall short of it, I feel like we're going to grow a lot as a group. But I want to know, like, if you guys are in, if you're down to work hard for it. And if the answer is no, not for you, that doesn't mean we're not going to go for it, because Kelly Lynn busted my butt on that real hard in the car. Thank you. I needed that. I was like, you know, if the team's not down, like, we can't do it. And she goes, no, if the people on the team aren't down, that means you need to find new people. That doesn't change your dream. That doesn't change your vision. And I was like, bah. Because we all need people to remind us of that, okay? But going into this, I want to know who is with me, because the mountain feels a lot smaller when we're all looking at it together, and it's a mountain. I'm not going to lie to you. It would take a lot of work. Baby Bay, you got questions? No.
No, I was raising my hand because I'm going to do.
Oh, you're down. John Houston, you got questions, or you down? What's going on?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
My question is just a statement. Fuck yeah, I'm down. Let's go.
John Houston in the house. Okay, so we got a lot of different roles here. So if you're down, then we can have individual conversations about what it is that you want. Because maybe the only thing that you're like, I am 100% down for this part of it, this other part I really need help with. I'm ready to work with, like, this is my full-time job. I can like come live in your garage. I'm down. Like, I can help whoever wants to grow. And if I can teach my virtual assistant from Ukraine to do this business, I can teach anybody. He doesn't speak very much English, you know what I'm saying? So if you're willing to work for it, we can get you there as a crew. But if I have your support and if you're down to work, let me know. Let the team know. Comment in the chat, shout out something. If you're like, I want to hit Diamond and I want to hit Success Club every month. If you just want to try to hit Success Club every month. If you just like want to send us snacks as reinforcement when we're like having rough days as a team, we need that too. If you're just going to keep your business center active so that someone else doesn't, because that's part of it, right? Is like, Hillary, you're not directly, Hope, new girl in. Like, for example, Hillary, it might seem like, well, I'm not her personally sponsored, so like, how could I help the team get elite? Like, you're helping Lisbeth build, and her staying active and her PV affects, like, everybody affects everybody else. So there's like not a person, even the customers, and I've heard this from loads of elite coaches, like when they decided as a team that they were going for it, they told everybody because that's what held them accountable. Just like, hey guys, I'm going to do this workout for 80 days and watch me do it and hold me accountable. And that's why you tell people, right? So if we're going for it, we're going to tell people we're going for it. We're going to tell our team, which includes our challengers who love us and care about us, that they need to not freaking postpone their Shakeology when we're in the middle of qualification, because everybody has to work together so the whole thing doesn't crumble in those weeks. It's going to take a lot of teamwork, but it's good to know who's on board, if that makes sense. Yes. Awesome, Mel. All right, so this is funny. This has got to be Heath. Is Heath on here?
Maybe that's Alberto, but it's like his phone number and his name.
Maybe that's Alberto.
Alberto, hello.
I see Alberto's on here, but then there's another one.
What's going on?
Oh no, it's okay. You can mute yourself.
Hey, there he is, Alberto. Man, you're part of this too. You getting going and keeping your business center active affects your mom's business center, which keeps Craig an active diamond, right? So it's like it's all part of it. Like one person rolls out and we've got extra work to do, which is fine if that's your choice, but make a decision, commit, and we're all going to help each other with it. So that's all I've got. Like, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Is stopping.